Hi, so it's T, and you're watching the Tea with T. So for this video, I decided I wanted to do a different type of segment on here. I wanted to do some type of a form of a girl talk and also some form of motivation, but not just directed at girls and not just directed at straight motivation every time you click on this video. It'll alternate back and forth. So for this video, I wanted to focus on beginning. Like maybe it's something you've wanted to start and you haven't gotten around to it, or maybe it's something that you would like to do and you're pretty hesitant about it. So a little background. So I've been writing stories since the 3rd grade, but I haven't started knowing poetry until last year for my vision ceremony, which is also on this channel. So you should go look at Uncensored if you haven't already. And that was my first unspoken word. So I've also done theater since the 6th grade, so I know how to project, act, and all of that. And what I can say, the hardest part is really much getting started, because you really don't know how this is going to work, how you're going to fit, if this is something that is even possible. And before I even go more into depth, it's raining, so hence my lights. And then I just wanted to make sure it's bright enough for you to see me, and I'm loud enough for you to hear me. So anyways, the point is getting started. I wanted to center my first video around that. So for me, getting started, it would be, I wanted to see something and I haven't gotten a chance to see it. Like, I started writing stories because in the 3rd grade, I just thought, it's always going to be a popular girl versus an unpopular girl, some type of beef back and forth. The unpopular girl gets, friends, and she's comfortable and she's happy by the end of the story. And I was just like, that's basic, that's boring, and I want to hear something else. As if nothing else was available. I didn't really know you could read off your grade level, because again, I'm just in the 3rd grade, so I don't know what would be kid appropriate and what also would be, something I could handle, because I didn't really have that big of a vocabulary. I started theater because my mom and I had discussed before I even got into middle school, since the school offers it, why not give it a try? Why not give it a go? You already like to write. And I can say that was the best decision I've ever made in the past 3 years, because now I'm comfortable on stage, I'm comfortable performing, I like doing spoken word, I like doing poetry, acting, performing, all that. I can say I've already knew pretty much elementary school age that I wanted to do something like this. I just had to build up the guts, and getting started is the hardest part. There's no one with a directional guide like how to start a YouTube for dummies. Like, there's videos for it, but it's different for every person. You're not going to be an overnight sensation guaranteed, and you're not also going to be a flunk. There's always going to be something in between that you want. For me, getting started with my YouTube, I wanted to see more stuff that I like to do. Like, I like to do DIYs, I like to do spoken word, well, recently. And I like girl talks too, but I want to be able to go to one channel for that. I don't feel like I should have to go all around YouTube for that. And for you to get started, it's more of a thing of, well, how would you go about it? How would you do this? How can you pull it off? How are you going to make this work? And I would say just jumping into it and getting started would be the first decision. Knowing what you want, knowing how you want to go about it, do your research, and make something work. I'm not, a rich YouTuber. I'm just getting started. So I don't feel the need to spend $300 on a camera, $400 on, a ring light. You just have to use what you have and make that work and perfect your craft until you build your way up. Hence the reason I'm using lamps. conveniency. I use a tripod out of Five Below, and I just use my iPhone. So I can say I have pretty good quality, and I can say I'm pretty content. It is more so about the content that you give out anyways. It doesn't matter if, say, oh, well, this YouTuber uses this, so I need to use this. I'm not the best editor, clearly, as you can tell. I'm still learning, and there's always going to be room for improvement. However, you have to always remember, A, room for improvement, B, there's always going to be room for growth, and C, you can't push yourself beyond your limit. I am only one person, and I write, edit, produce, and film my whole YouTube channel. But I'm also a full-time college student. So when I'm up at night and I want to do videos like I have 101 ideas, I want to film like every day this week, that is unfortunately physically impossible. I still have class, I still have homework, I still have responsibilities, and I still have to get other things done outside of YouTube, which is also something you have to take into account. So when I am able to do multiple videos in one day or one sitting, it's gonna be much easier in the long run. I just have to figure out, what fits my schedule, and that's another thing you have to take into account to getting started. I would say don't overthink it. You might have 1,001 ideas, and they might all be great ideas, but what is physically possible at the time? Like, I know, for example, I'm trying to write 2 spoken words at this moment at the same time, which is probably not the best idea. It's better to focus on one task at one time and move on to another task, or alternate between them. Do 30 minutes on one task, 30 minutes on another. Next week, actually, I think it's Wednesday, I'll be posting again because I'll be performing for a spoken word for Black History Month, which I am excited for. And I hope you enjoyed that video and hope you enjoy that poetry. But I also hope that you enjoy this new segment that I am bringing to my channel. If you have any ideas or topics that you want me to talk about, please comment down below. That would make me feel 100 times better, because I'm giving you content that you want to see and content that will actually help more people. But don't get it confused that this is just a girl talk motivational video. No, we're going to be doing a lot more. It's a sit and chat type of thing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't want to keep it too long or anything like that. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. And this was the tea with T.